Hello, Knight here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about Knight Runes, along with some dailies I need to do. So hopefully you can go ahead and accompany me while I rant on about this new issue. I wouldn't say new, but it is new to me, so bear with me. Basically, from what I've read on many forums, is that Deathstrike, the design is awesome. We get to heal ourselves, yes. It is part of our mastery, awesome. However, the way it's tied down to the rest of your other abilities, what I'm talking about is survivability and mitigation. Now, what do I mean by this? Let's get down to detail. First off, you have the choice of either using Outbreak, which has a 1-minute cooldown, and I'm going completely wrong way, or you can use your manual Icy Touch and Plague Strike. Now the problem with those is that Icy Touch costs 1 Frost, and Plague Strike costs 1 Unholy. Now that's exactly what a Deathstrike costs. So you have the choice of using your diseases or simply line your Deathstrike. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, it's simple. I mean, just apply the diseases. If it's an AoE situation, spread them out, and then go on with your Deathstrike. What you don't realize, you're using 2 runes right there. That's 2 full global cooldowns. So you're not necessarily getting the best out of things. You know, you're gimping your mitigation. I understand exactly what they mean now. At first I thought it was just, you know, kids QQing, but it is an issue, you know. I don't seem to have any of those issues on my paladin. I mean, as long as I have mana, I can always do something. Ooh, 2 allies here. Hopefully they don't trouble me. I doubt they will. But basically, it's gotten to the point where I literally said, okay, I'm going to just stop and do this on my own and really just try to run diseases. Basically, just, I wouldn't say necessarily run diseases, but you know what I mean. Just stop using my diseases at times and try to just focus on my Deathstrike and see if I can get my mitigation up. And I was right. It really worked. I started taking less damage. It just worked out very nice for me. Which kind of sucks because I just recently made a video on some AoE and single target rotation, which is not bad. I mean, you can still follow that. That's actually in Blizzard's quote-unquote true method. That's exactly how it's meant to be. However, you can spice it up, change it any way you want to. I mean, the rotation is there. If you have any ideas or suggestions, feel free to comment and leave them there. I would be glad to answer them if you have any questions or uncertainties. And I'm always up for input. I'm not an elitist jerk, you know. I don't theory craft. I don't make my own things up and say this is how it's done, this is the napkin math on it, and this is how it needs to be followed. I use many ideas from many other creators and as in theory crafters. So how many have I killed already? 5. Okay, I'm getting a little bit known happy here. So basically I want to just experiment a little bit more, and then hopefully make a video of such rotation, of how to use, I'm gonna label it how to blood tank by keeping your Deathstrike up at all times. Now this is not impossible. You can really do this. I've actually done it many times. I believe the last dungeon I ran was Halls of Origination, and I was able to keep my bubble up more than a disc priest, and I actually got over 394,000 absorbs damage absorption in the total dungeon, and the priest did around 420, so I did almost as much as that priest did, and that's pretty insane. So I'm happy about that, and it's become a challenge because you're basically saying, you know, screw Scarlet Fever, screw your Frost Fever, let's just keep that bubble going as I'm doing right now. And it is tricky because when mobs are hitting you very hard, you tend to freak out and you immediately think, oh well, if I just apply this disease I'm going to be taking less damage, and it doesn't necessarily work that way. You're tied down to your mastery. That's just the way it works now. It's the reason why Blizzard put it there. I mean, instead of themselves, we are going to increase your damage taken, but you can mitigate that with Death Strike and your Blood Shield. So basically we're forced to do it, and in other words, which I'm not completely satisfied with, but it's a new mechanic. It's awesome. I love it. I feel like I'm actually wielding a shield at the moment, and that's how it's supposed to feel. Though I know it needs some improvement to the point where we can actually feel safe. I honestly wish it could be something more passive rather than you constantly having to keep it up. It's a lot of work. It really is, which is why a lot of tanks have opted out and just simply gone the full mitigation method, which is just stack more dodge and parry and not really rely on Death Strike, which is nice. But I really haven't found it efficient. I can't stand it. I honestly take much more damage. So right now I'm about to go do my other area. So far there hasn't been any allies, which is nice. I can't stand being ganked for no reason. I don't like starting fights unless I know they're going to pick on me. So, I mean, yeah, that's it. So if you guys have any suggestions, comments, or anything like that, just feel free, post them up. And I am always checking my page as it is new. So I'm always there. I'm always checking it. I would love to answer comments, questions, or any uncertainties. So just throw me whatever you've got, and we'll work it out. And before I wrap this up, let's go ahead and show you First Lieutenant Connor killed. This is pretty fun. As a matter of fact, let's see how high I can actually get this blood shield on this guy. Alright, we're up to 38. Oh, he stunned me. There you go. Gotta keep hitting Rune Strike so we can get our proc, so that our Death Strike can... Oh, let's get to 100k. Let's get to 100k before he dies. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no, no, no. There he goes, 84, come on. We're almost there. Here he goes. Alright, let's cheat a little bit. There he goes. 104. Sweet. So as you can tell, I mean, this is very similar to what I had on Archimedes. I actually had 140k blood shield on Archimedes. And that's pure melee just being mitigated. And it felt so awesome. So as long as you know how this method works and practice, you will obtain it very quickly. And it's going to be awesome to hear the healers thank you very much, because you're so easy to heal. Alright, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and finish up my dailies and start on that other video. And he's coming back at me. Thank you very much.